Next, we're going to publish our site using GitHub Actions. So first you'll want to go to github.com and find your repository that you've been working on. And you will need to be signed in to do this step. So first we're going to navigate to the Settings tab here on the right. And then you're going to click Pages here at the bottom. Instead of deploy from a branch, we want our source to be GitHub Actions. And then underneath here where it says use a suggested workflow, go ahead and click the configure button underneath Jekyll. So this opens an editor page that is creating a new file for us, and it's already populated with GitHub starter Jekyll workflow. And this workflow is already all set to go. We don't need to make any changes to this file, so we can just click the commit changes button here in the top right. And you can leave your commit message as create jekyll.yml, or you can put something like deploy site. And then you can click commit changes. So committing this action file to your repository will start the build process for your site. And it might take a few minutes for it to complete the build. And you can go back to the home of your repository by clicking code. And we can see here that we have a little pending orange dot, meaning that the site is currently building. One thing I recommend to have easy access to your live site is to go over here to this gear next to About and clicking there. And then you can click this checkbox next to Use Your GitHub Pages website and then Save Changes. And this will populate the live link to your site right underneath About. And so now if I go ahead and refresh, we'll see that it's still building, but there will be a green check when it's all done. So now I've refreshed the page and we can see that there is a green check mark. So there was success. If there was any issues, we'd see a red X here. That means that the build has failed and your updates will not be deployed. The last working version of your site will still be live. And you can visit the Actions tab to see more detailed information about that error to help debug and troubleshoot the issue. If the site was building fine on your local computer, then it's unlikely that you'll get a build error. Going forward, each time you push or directly commit to this repository, GitHub Actions will automatically rebuild the live site. So let's go ahead and click on our live site and take a look here. And you can see all of the changes that I made on Visual Studio Code and then pushed up to GitHub are now reflected in this live site that has a live link here that I can share with folks. So I can browse through my items, I can look at the About page and those changes that I made, and now we have a live site. So thanks so much for going through this walkthrough.